Hi, in this video I will discuss with you the importance of posture and its relationship to the TMD symptoms you might be having. I want you to know that our posture is extremely related and lead to pressure in the TMJ area. And look at this boy here, look at his posture, how his head is so much forward compared to his skeleton and to his back. Same thing with the adult. When we are wanting to focus into something, we lean forward. All of this, whenever our head is not on top of our skeleton, it puts so much pressure on the neck and shoulder muscles. So this can lead to problems, as we said before, and will deviate this pressure to the TMJ area. Mainly with your kids, I want you to focus with their posture, because many of our kids in this era are staying many long hours on either their iPads, game station, and all of these video games. So I am concerned nowadays with our lifestyle where kids are not even moving a lot or doing sports and exercises, and with bad posture, how much problems they will have in their skeleton because they are still growing. So they are adapting to these abnormal postures, and this will make the bone grow and mineralize in this position, and this will lead to more problems in the future. So please be careful with your kids and make sure at least they balance this bad posture with good exercise to strengthen their core muscles and make them less prone to have issues with their neck. Even when I talk to my colleagues in physio, they say they are now seeing, and the orthopedics are seeing, more problems in kids that they never seen before in their life. Now they have kids, teenagers, and people in their early 20s having problems that they used to see in adults over 50 or 60 years old. Why? Because our lifestyle now is not premium and is not promoting good health for our skeleton. So there is something called in the terminology now text neck, meaning neck problems and issues that are coming from using the phone a lot and texting, basically. Why is the reason for that? Because when we are leaning forward and holding our phones, it means that the head weight is becoming multiplied. So naturally our head is around 5 kilos or 10 pounds, and usually its weight is distributed all over the skeleton when we are in the upright position. When we start to lean forward, and the more angulation we go more forward, the more heavier would be the weight of the head. So if you are at 60 degrees angle, like the last picture over here, your head now is weighing 60 pounds, around 30 kilos. And all of this pressure will come activation to the neck and shoulder muscles to be able to hold it in place and not to fall down. So we really need to be careful with our posture as we are using our phones. If you are someone who sits on the computer for long hours, you need to adapt new ergonomic stations. So look it up in the internet, Google it, see what resources you have around you. There are many information available that will teach you how to set up an ergonomic station where your eye level should be with the screen, where your hand should be supported for the mouse, where your feet should be supported with a footrest, and where the angulation of your thighs to the floor, and so on and so forth. All of this is important if you are someone who works continuously on the computer in a desk station. And that's why nowadays they made those ergonomic chairs and ergonomic desks that are like we see here. He is now sitting, and then after that he can pull it up and make it like a standing desk where they can alternate between sitting and standing. Because also we don't want to be sitting all the time, and we don't want to be standing all the time where the blood will be precipitated and it can lead to varicose veins and all of that. That's why nowadays some people can put like a small treadmill where it can move very, very slowly, so they can still focus on their work, but at least it's keeping a circulation of the blood. And if you are someone like us as dentists or any profession that needs you to be more looking downward for long hours, You also need to take the measures that will help you to be more upright and not to have your head tilted down all the time. Usually the physiotherapists say that dentists and barbers are their most customers because our profession is very detrimental to our head and neck area, and it leads to problems. So always look out for your posture and make sure you do exercises and stretching every now and then or between patients, or take a break if you are sitting on the computer and do some stretching and exercises to make sure the length of your muscles is not contracted, because once it's contracted, it can have some knots, and those knots can lead to symptoms, like we said before, of headache, tinnitus, and TMD problems. Same thing with the trapezius. Look and search about all these stretching exercises for this area to help yourself continue to be very healthy and without any pain symptoms. And in regards to sleeping, you also need to watch out your sleeping positions, mainly those who sleep on their stomach or in that fetal position. Anytime you are sleeping and putting so much pressure on the face, this will be putting more pressure on the condyle, and that can lead to symptoms of pain and pressure. So adjust your sleeping position. Make sure you are sleeping comfortably either on your back or on your side, and make sure that the pillow is also the good level to support your neck, not too much down, not too much up, to be kind of in level with your happily with your shoulder. And this will ensure you don't have problems with your posture at sleep. And look it up, there is more information about posture and sleep. And finally, I want to tell you about this book called the TMJ Healing Plan. It's written by a lady, she's a physiotherapist. She treated many patients with TMJ pain and headaches over her career, and she wrote this book to educate the public about the best practices in terms of posture and sleep and tongue position and many other things that are well written in a very simple format. I recommend that you read this book if you want to have even more information about TMD.